Right, lineup time unchanged. The Stellenbosch side for a third successive match. This is the same team that beat Amazulu here by a single goal in league action and then went and drew away in Bloemfontein against Siwelele in their last encounter. Tinyani, of course, named in the Bafana preliminary squad earlier this week. There was, however, surprisingly no place for Devon Titus.
Yeah, as you mentioned, unchanged, and it's important for consistency. I think Sage Stevens will always be important when it comes to keeping clean sheets and getting a win under the belt.
TS Galaxy making two changes on the side that beat Jaxa Spear in the quarter-final of the Nedbank Cup. Macbeth Mashangu comes back into central defence. That means that Mutang moves over to the right-hand side. Patrick Fisher loses his place. Mpo Mbalasi, is into the lineup, and dropped from the team is Ngwenya, the young goal scorer, has made such an impact since his debut just a month or so ago.
Yeah, important Maklango. We know what he's capable of doing in that defence, and it's going to be an integral part to getting a result.
So Stellenbosch will get matters underway. They'll be attacking the goal to the right-hand side. Sit tonight with 23 points from 19 games. Galaxy 24 from 20 games. So 10 matches left for Galaxy, 11 left in the league programme for Stellenbosch, who actually were in the 10th spot until Wednesday and moved up one spot without even playing. That's when Richards Bay lost by 2-0 to Orlando Pirates. Richards Bay going below Stellenbosch on goal difference only in the chase for a top 8 place. Stevens with a long hoof forward. Butsaka is beaten to that challenge over on the far side. Little touch from the youngster Mutong. Galaxy in the blue tonight. Not a bad looking kit they've got here. Sean Bartlett, of course, spent time at the club, experience of the setup there.
Yeah, it's always challenging when every week it's an away game. So
now,
that would make it
sorry about that. Here's the Swallow with a clever bit of football and a chance for Zindoga. And they have scored inside the first 45 seconds. The Zimbabwean on the right-hand side, unmarked as he stuck that in the back of the net, but you've got to give all the praise to the clever thinking of the veteran Victor Letsalo.
Well, everybody switched off because I think they assumed he was offside when the ball was played. You can even see this is actually a cross coming in, caught Sage Stevens by surprise. And Tiwani is out of position as well.
And Mbalasi had given up as well on his teammate. Have a look at him here, and Mbalasi just turns away. And then suddenly the chance was Zindoga.
Yeah, Sage Stevens also unsighted there with Tiwani just in front of him. Couldn't see the ball going past him. It's not the way Coach Gavin Hunt would have wanted his players to start today.
Peely gets the left-footed cross in, and Yanaya. Maybe a little bit of a defender's effort there, Sean, on the edge of the area.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate, the wrong player in the right place. But he should have at least kept his body over the ball and test the goalkeeper, Tape. Great build-up again. Peely does really well, and he cuts it back where that space is always vacant. Everybody tends to go towards the goal post.
And Unaya. Peely, that left foot is dangerous. Lovely ball to Titus, and the flag goes up for offside. Now, that would have been fairly tight, I would reckon.
He just made a run a little bit too early. Waited for that ball over the top.
Let's have a look here. Oh no.
Oh no. He only sees him when he received the ball.
Titus to look to take it. Stellenbosch's routine, they've moved everyone wide of the goal. So this is going high up into the air. Tape is big and tall, and he collects that with some confidence. I don't think they'll be trying that again. Jabbar, Titus, now they can catch them perhaps on the counter. Let's Swallow with a bad challenge. He'll go into the book. That was a matter of timing, I think, from the striker. That's a fourth yellow, by the way, for him, so he will not play against Orlando Pirates in their next match next Saturday, which is a bit of a blow.
I was waiting for your normal response of a striker's tackle.
Yes, that's, well, look, he went down spectacularly as well, Titus, but Victor Letsualo misses the next match, which is against the Orlando Pirates. Correction, next March. Tiwani takes this. Good chance! Went through the defence, no one got a touch to it. That opportunity.
I'm looking at Stanic at the far post, not anticipating possible knockdown or even a deflection.
Makubu came storming through and missed it completely. Have a look there.
God's will in.
Well, so close to a second for TS Galaxy. Now Titus. Saka. Titus gets past the Brazilian. No advantage. Yellow card for who? For it's Igor.
Two yellow cards for central defenders, one of Galaxy and one of Stellenbosch. That was a big risk. And you're the last man in defence for your goalkeeper.
Just getting the wall back to the required distance. Igor scored against Jackson Spears the first goal on Saturday and got a yellow card in that game as well. And Stellenbosch are denied by an excellent stop by Tape. It's almost as if he committed himself and then somehow the core strength saw him able to rise again.
Seems like Makubu got his head on that cross from Tape.
Is Mabasa and Makubu and Titus combining, and there'll be close attention paid to that front trio. Here's Letsualo dragging it back. Opportunity for Kakora. Once again, Galaxy out of the starting blocks very quickly. Fastest goal this season, remember, Sekota scored in his very first game for Siwalele late January against Richards Bay. That took 30 seconds, so we've had a few that have come quickly in this league campaign. Zinyani. Now Titus gets the better of Letsuenyo. Ball inside in search of Makubu. Igor just heads it away. Letsuenyo with a very good clearing header, and Letsualo is such a good fighter for the ball. That's a foul at the end of the day.
So the ball can jump a little bit.
And Yanaya now, and Tape. Oh, that was set up for someone to finish. Goalkeeper just parrying it straight into the danger zone. Tinyani now, dribbling his way through. Was he brought down? Yes, he was. Kakora is the guilty man.
Well, it's another opportunity for Stellenbosch. Set play. I said before, if you can't break them down and play between them, set plays becomes very critical and important.
This guy, he's doing all the directing. He's got the left foot, and it's a strike that is over the top.
Just a little bit too high. He had the speed. Definitely would have beaten Tape.
Sean, it's going to be a second half with Stellenbosch really throwing everything forward. It's going to be a very intriguing last 40 minutes here.
Oh, throw in something as well, Mark.
Here's Mabasa. Ball in search of Titus, and it's struck by Letsuenyo against his own skipper. Corner, free corner.
other thing they've got to consider as well. Remember, Solber's on a yellow card. He's got to be really careful not to get a booking here, because that would make it easier for Stellenbosch to get back into this game. Everything has been going their way.
Now Jabbar. Mabasa. Opening up play a little bit now, Stellenbosch. Tignani surging forward. Finds Titus. Looking for Makubu. They've got the equalizer. Goalkeeper fails to hold on to it. Makubu's got his first goal for Stellenbosch, and the home side are right back in it.
And that's the beauty of having two strikers. Silva and Maklangu do not know who to deal with at this moment in time. They're all focusing on Mabasa, and it's Makubu that comes up with a goal. Even Umbonjana is in that back five.
I wonder sure where the keeper couldn't have done better here. It was straight in front of him though.
You know, when the ball is so close to your body, you probably have been better off using his foot, to be honest. You've seen a lot of goalkeepers, if you look at Europe, especially Courtois, these guys, anything close to the body, use your feet. The hands to go down next to the body is a lot more difficult. If you use his foot, that ball would have been cleared.
Bobbing around that area. Nabusa again now showing his worth in attack. Pili onto the right foot this time. Now it falls to the left. Let's see if he whips this in. Enyanaya gets the shot in. That's the side netting. Crowd here in front of us are celebrating, and now they're realizing, oops, it's in the side netting.
Crowd is definitely involved in this game now, seeing their team coming back.
Now Stevens needs to come out. This could be dangerous.
Oh, but Nabusa there again.
Yeah, that could be counted as a goal line save. But sure, it would have had enough on it to go all the way. Tignani. Mabasa. It comes up tight. It's a little bit throwing from TS Galaxy.
And that Swallow has got a problem with that collision.
Bang forward now by Jabbar for Mabasa. And Mabasa and Maslangu. And now there'll be a yellow card for Mabasa. As requested by the referee. You struck him in the face, is the explanation. He's going straight up into attack first to help with the set piece. And he almost got a head to that too. Nabusa in the walls.
He'll get up.
Tape forward. Nabusa comes off the back of George's head. This could be trouble! On the roof of the net from Zindoga. Cleverly done. Bit of good fortune there to set it up. He could have scored a second and a winner.
Well, good awareness there from Zindoga. Nabusa just getting caught up. He didn't know if he want to clear it or head it back to Sage Stevens.
Quickly, he took that effort, and Stevens' heart must have been in his mouth there as that ball floated over. Now away comes Mbunjana. Kakora, can they win it here? More sterling defensive work at the back, this time for Malloy Sani.
Well, it seems like Musa Labusa is struggling with a hamstring or a thigh, because he couldn't accelerate to get to the ball.
Not cleared. Now it is. That's a foul against George. Tiwani will have the free kick. We've got 10 seconds remaining. Enyanaya, space in the middle. Tinyani drives this forward. Off the chest here, played into the middle. Jabbar with a chance. He miscues it. That could have been the winner. And Tinyani again.
Well, it's unfortunate. Went to his weaker right foot, Jabbar.
Referee's had a look at his watch. Whistle in the mouth, hands in the air, final whistle. It's a draw. 1 point apiece. Well, we had some fair amount of action tonight, Sean Bartlett. That was enjoyable.
Well, I think the first comment we'll hear from Coach Gavin is definitely was a game of two halves. First half was all Galaxy, piling under pressure, getting the early goal. But those changes at half-time changed everything for Stellenbosch. Different urgency, more intention,